Well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies in world football. The atmosphere alone will send shivers down your spine, and when a goal is registered, the decibel level will deafen you. Believe me on that. Tension levels can be off the scale, and the Milanese have a unique way of expressing their emotions. I've been privileged to be in this position before now, and I'm not expecting to leave disappointed.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Another rendition of this never-ending feud. It will never lose its significance. And here's Rafael Leao. Rabiot. Bout of passing here. But not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is. But he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings everyone else into play, and he's a significant influence.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And he's worked it through. Good read, needed to be. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's the delivery. And he shoots! He's hit it first time.
Çalhanoğlu cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. Climbs up big! Goal! Inter! There is the breakthrough! Thuram duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Now, this could be a chance. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Looking to play him in. Ricci. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nkunku, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rafael Leao. Milan finding their passes. And it's Nkunku. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Rafael Leao! And that has been clubbed away. Ricci. Loftus-Cheek. And it's Nkunku. And here's Rabiot. Shot could be on.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he was quick to get it clear again. Rabiot. And here's Rafael Leao. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that is a good ball. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zielinski for Çalhanoğlu. And it's Carlos Augusto. Martinez. That's good vision. Oh, important interception.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Akanji. Now Dumfries. Undecisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Carlos Augusto picks it up out wide. And it's Zielinski. Now the ball in. It's Çalhanoğlu! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Nkunku. Rabiot. Bisek deals with that comfortably. Caresses it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And it's Rabiot. Dumfries.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Carlos Augusto. And it's Zielinski. Passing is crisp and sharp. Your impression so far, Jim?
Milan have not got very long if they hope to rescue this. They're being urged forward by great home support, but they need something to go their way pretty soon, Peter.
Loftus-Cheek, Rafael Leao, Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Great, can he finish?
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rabiot. And that is expertly dealt with. Zielinski, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
And now they can spring out of defence. Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski. "75 minutes played. Carlos Augusto hangs in a cross.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's Zielinski. Loftus-Cheek. Rabiot.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Martinez. And he plays one through. Now it's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off. And
can he finish? And he's found the net! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Milan really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to stop.
Terrific header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Dumfries. To Çalhanoğlu. Carlos Augusto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Drives it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Lovely bit of skill. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Played out to the right. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, good take in a good area. Cleared without complication. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. Zielinski gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Martinez. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Stefan de Vrij. He's a very clever central defender whose positioning and reading of the game are second to none. The way he seems to just know where a pass is headed and he steps in to make the interception, it's very impressive. He's very good on the ball too, Peter, and always looking to contribute.
Martinez! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Carlos Augusto. Now that looks a decent ball. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Lewandowski, and the counter is on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Thuram. Gavi. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The shot! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Carlos Augusto in acres of space out wide.
Well played and well cleared. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
He is through here. Cross to the back. He's got tall. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lewandowski. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. And it's Zielinski. Nicely shaped ball. Gavi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zielinski. To Çalhanoğlu. Played out to the right. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. That's tidy. Zielinski. And he's chosen to go back. Looks to the other side. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Dani Olmo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good-looking ball.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Can he get onto this? Balde. Oh, he's been charged, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective...
Oh no, this does not look good. This might spell danger. Bernal. Dani Olmo. And this is Lewandowski. And it's Lewandowski.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Carlos Augusto. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Lewandowski. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Carlos Augusto. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Zielinski. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Ferran Torres. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zielinski. Now, can they get him away? And it's played in. A header! Dani Olmo. Gavi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Gavi. Aims beyond the defence. Ferran Torres. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No way through there. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And this is Lewandowski. Played with finesse. Çalhanoğlu. In with the challenge. Bernal. Gavi. Tries a measured ball. Shot a goal! Çalhanoğlu. Looking for options for movement. Bernal. And it's Gavi. And here's Lewandowski. And Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. Carlos Augusto. That's a good run down the left. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Stefan de Vrij. Tries to pass it through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Çalhanoğlu. And here's Thuram. Looking for the run. Might be danger. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
No way through. Danny Olmo. Zielinski. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. Now he's got space here.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Carlos Augusto picks it up out wide. Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Barcelona finding their passes. Gavi. Nicely weighted ball. Chooses to go back. Bout of pass. Real chance! It's hit the upright. For Çalhanoğlu. And we're done. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. There's the whistle.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he, and uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always... Takes a shot! Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Mbappe! Adams does well to get it back. Well, that is one way to stop him. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. That's good defending, very good defending. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Forlan. There's the shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Batistuta is flagged offside. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Messi. Bale. Oh, easy pickings there. Quarter of an hour played. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That is a little undercooked. Forlan receives it in a good position here. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar. And this is Batistuta. Messi. It's Van der Vaart. And it's Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. It's a goal kick. Knocks it into space. It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, entry via the post is at the...
Bale! It's hit the crossbar. Out of play for a goal kick. Messi. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It's a sharp pass. Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Kimmich. And it's Neymar. Oh, no joy this time. Forlan looks to get on the end of this. Van der Vaart. Kimmich. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Neymar. Vitinha. Searching pass he's played there. He's... And Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Can he finish? And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Romero. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Messi. Neymar. Neymar. And it's Forlan. It's Kimmich. A probing pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Vitinha. It's a pretty loose pass. Kimmich. Van der Vaart has created 1 goal already. Stood up well to him there. Vitinha, Neymar. Now it's Bale. Messi. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please take this
Well, it's been a tight game, but one
where
that's
officials
packed with
saw
incidents
the never
and
really
talking
up for today's
points. A
match and
decent
now
watch this,
available.
and it's 1-1 at half-time. Second period then underway. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Van der Vaart. Kimmich. That's a little off target. And he has been fouled there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Messi. Great vision. Cafu wins the duel this time. And they can counter here. And this is Bale. Great defending, strong and determined. Good running, strong and purposeful. Romero did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! What a wonderful goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Neymar!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that.
And a chance! Neymar. Mbappe. Batistuta. Messi. It's Van der Vaart. Kimmich. Neymar has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Well, they can break here. Now it's Forlan. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Mbappe. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 17, Messi. Number 15, Conte. Number 7, Vitinha. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 13,
Mbappe.
Hazard.
There
Number
were
6,
better options before the ball was
Striker.
lost. Easy to
Number
save from up here, I
14,
know.
Rice. Number 18, Mbappe. Substitution
Jimenez
in
makes
progress.
the interception. And it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Batistuta. Rice. Lovely feet. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Lewandowski. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's in on goal. He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There
Now
will
it's
be 3
Mbappe.
minutes added time.
Zaire Emery. Kimmich. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Hazard. And the number on the board is 3. That is good strength. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And time is up. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. Platini! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. And here's Forlan. Nesta gets rid without sophistication. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Van der Vaart. That is good strength. It's Kimmich. Van der Vaart. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pepe. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. And it's Forlan. Kubo. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. Van der Vaart. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cut it out. Platini is always looking to break lines. Great vision. Lovely pass, but Luis Suarez gets through on his own. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short, and this is Luis Suarez. Rijkaard! Decent enough try.
Rijkaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's being shifted off it. And it's Michel Platini. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Forlan threads one in. Now there's a fine ball, well read, and the danger is averted. Bale. Kubo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Barcelona finding their passes. Platini. Now it's Bale. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And this face-to-face with takes a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, that's a very... Can he finish? Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Messi. Van der Vaart. Michael conjures time and space where few can. Bale looking to run onto it. Maicon. Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar. Forlan. Cannavaro does well to get it back. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So off we go once more. Barcelona decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Shot a goal! That's a sharp pass. No, again there's no way through. And it's Kubo. Tries to pass it through. Khan claims comfortable. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
That's travelling a long way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che per la vostra sicurezza è in funzione un sistema di telecamere.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Durante lo scorso
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Rijkaard. It's Xabi Alonso, tries to thread one through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Rijkaard. Alonso. Højlund. João Cancelo. Messi. Xabi Alonso. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Rijkaard. He's in a great position. And a chance! Arsenal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Neymar. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Cafu. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Arsenal are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Now he's off and running. Kimmich. Barcelona finding their passes. That's an imaginative pass. And that is expertly dealt with. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu. And it's Kimmich. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, super ball! Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give...
That could spell... And again! It's loose now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Pinches it off him. Mohamed Salah. And he's intervened well there. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Xavi Alonso. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rui Costa! Fired deep towards the back post. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rui Costa
There will be 1
is
minute added
always
time.
scanning the pitch for targets. Romero. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Barcelona kick off the second half. Xavi Alonso. Calafiori. Rijkaard. It's Rui Costa. Over to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had it taken off him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi, nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Højlund. Xavi Alonso. Oh, super find. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Forlan. Strokes it back. And here's Forlan. Van der Vaart. Kimmich. Højlund. Calafiori. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. An instinctive delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Van der
The
Vaart.
attendance for this match was 60,332.
Now it's Mbappe. Passing nice and neat. And this is Forlan. He's got away. Real chance! In he goes again. Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Mohamed Salah, a player who needs no introduction. Can he get it through? And this is Mohamed Salah. Chooses to go back. Højlund. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's Rui Costa. Rui Costa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Just eases him off the ball. Rui Costa really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And here's Rui Costa. Finish! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Rui Costa.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Neymar, oh, nicely intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Forlan. Stood up well to him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. And it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that is a little undercooked. Van der Vaart.
There will be
Neymar.
1 minute added time.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's it. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Children's announcement. Please
How would you
keep
sum
your
up
eyes
what
on
we've
your
witnessed,
children
Jim?
during the match at all
Barcelona
times.
really were very impressive in the way they found...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
If you're just joining us, we are already up.
Shot, surely! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Van der Vaart gathers from the goal kick. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, good ball! And he's shot a goal!
Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's in a great position here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van der Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cafu. It's Van der Vaart. Neymar. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, that's a key interception. Van der Vaart.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Van der Vaart, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan. That's an excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Valverde. Cafu. Mbappe. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Messi. Rodri. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's clever. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's had it nicked away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the... And the really well-taken goal! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That has not gone well. And here's Mbappe. Passing nice and neat. Rijkaard. Mbappe. That has been cut short. Van der Vaart. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Tigres have the chance to go the other way. And this is Dembele. Messi. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Tigres really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Mbappe. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's delightful. Over to the left. Thinks about the shot. Great chance! That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. Camavinga. This looks promising. Neymar. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Lovely feet. Oh, well played, well played. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. And it's Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Forlan. Marquinhos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Neymar takes control of it, and he's on the move. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? They've done it! The second half sparked straight into life.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And Aubameyang! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to...
Up he goes! In he goes again! That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Valverde promptly onto that, and that is that. Might be danger here.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Neymar. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. And it's made its way to him. Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Chance here to counter. Always onto this. And he's lost his man here. And he shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Off the post! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Kimmich. That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Matheus Cunha. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And here's Mbappe. Tries a deft little ball. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Van der Vaart simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's through here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Dembele. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Mbappe. Van der Vaart. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. And that's a... Can he finish? And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Aubameyang. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Now this is a potential flashpoint and the referee has his hands full. Great chance here from position A1. This then an ideal chance to... Matheus Cunha! Tigres have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. Dembele, he's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So their fourth corner of the game. And a shot! They're up to 5 corners now. It's going to be another corner, I think. The corner count is rising. That's 6.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Forlan. Mbappe.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. nicely intercepted. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Aubameyang. Van Bouten demonstrating his defensive quality there. Van der Vaart. Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with. Dembele. And it's Neymar. Van der Vaart. Passes short and sharp. Rodri. And that's that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So that's got things underway. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win. Pinches it off him. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Forlan. Raul. Well, they can break here. Right, Shevchenko. Neymar. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So there's Neymar!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. With the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. Rooney. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Jordi Alba, looking for options for movement, elects to cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
This is the time you need that pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. Now this could be a chance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. No way through there. And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And that has been knocked clear. Nicely shaped ball.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
But it's Thuram. Shevchenko. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He might be in here! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shevchenko picks it up out wide. Oh, and he crosses it in low. And the shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello, attendees.
How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Jordi Alba, he's got full. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank. Played back in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Kimmich. It's Van der Vaart. And it's Neymar. Kimmich. Pass is just off target. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mbappe chasing after it. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rooney. Thuram. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Van der Vaart wins the duel this time. And it's Kukçu. He's on it, can he get away? Team still separated by the game's only goal. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Van der Vaart. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
649.
Oh, good-looking ball. Jordi Alba. Tries to play it through. Strong running down that left flank. Tries a shot! And again! And he hits the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Kimmich. Now Romero. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rooney knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rooney.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi. Van Basten is onto it in a flash. Now it's Shevchenko. Van Basten takes a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Header comes in! And somehow he managed to miss. Oh, what's he done? Oh, shooting chance!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Shevchenko. Jordi Alba. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Kimmich. Into the last 5 minutes. And this is Van Basten.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rooney. Threads one in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Van der Vaart. Rooney can... And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument.
Now with a quick request for support.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.